frustrating is it to lose a game? And I'm sure you guys feel like you didn't get physically.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a war out there. It's very frustrating to know that, you have the capability of winning that game. And to not come out on top really hurts. But I think, we can take some great things from this game. As we did on defense, we did some really great things on defense. And I'm really proud of what we did out there. And I think we got some great things cooking for us.
You're running down over 1,500 yards last year, and I don't even know if you averaged 3 yards a carry against you. How big of a part of the game plan was that? And how
No, yeah, 100%. I mean, our running back's a great back. He's a very physical back. And I think it was, a big part of our game plan to, to hit him early, hit him often, and get after him, and stop the run game, eliminate explosive plays. And I think overall we did a great job of that. Just certain plays here and there that we could have done better. But, man, overall I was really proud of what we got going on in defense.
Outside of maybe 2 drives, Dark looked pretty uncomfortable almost all day. What do you feel like y'all were able to do to disrupt them?
No, I think, man, our front line, our D line, man, really gets after the quarterbacks really well. Man, what we're doing up front with our guys, the depth we have, there's something special up front, and I think, we can lean on them the whole season to get pressure on that quarterback no matter what. On 3rd downs, 4th downs, when they're going for it, we can trust those guys up front to really get after those quarterbacks.
Not a defense-specific question, a leadership question, I guess. The moment, Pratt had with you on that midfield after the game, what can you say there as far as, being the leader of the team but not being able to play?
Yeah, no, it's very, and from his perspective, because I got injured last year, I understand, it's like you want to do everything out there. You want to go out there so bad and help your team out, and you can't do anything. But it's within those times, when people are down, you go pick out certain guys that that you need to be a captain on the team for and really pick up because, everybody after a loss like this, especially me, I look for guys like that, like Pratt, Jarris Monroe, certain guys like that to look to see, like, all right, like, what is our identity of our team? So if they're down after a loss like this, like, there's not many guys that are going to be, looking with their head up. Everybody's going to be like, dang, he's got his head down, so I might as well put my head down. Or when you have guys like that are keep their head up, they're going to go around the whole team and get everybody up, that's when you have something special on this team. And I didn't see one, captain. I didn't see many guys on the team with their head down. I know it sucks, but, man, we got something special cooking up in this place.
When you first found out the news, what was your reaction that he wasn't playing in this game?
Man, so, like, what's crazy is when you're preparing for a game defensive-wise, you don't really know what's going on offensively, really. And we didn't find out till, I think, it was our team hype session, probably, that he told us that he wasn't playing. And, I mean, we have great confidence in our, quarterbacks. But, he's a great quarterback, and, when he's down, you feel a little frustrated. But, man, 12, he came out there for his first start of the season. I mean, can't expect, you can't not expect bad things out of him because, it's his first start and everybody, has nerves and all that. But, man, he did a great job out there. And it's tough, big crowd, SEC game. But, man, I was really proud of what he did out there.
When was the team hype session?
I want to say around maybe 11 o'clock. Might have been around 11 o'clock.
First drive, they buzzed down the field,
Yeah.
no problem. And then you guys really played well the first half. Just what changed, and was that just one drive? Were you guys confident that you would get that fixed?
Yeah, I think it was just like the first drive, you go out there, you expect certain things. Sometimes they have, they schemed up different things against you that you weren't prepared for. So I think after that drive, it came together. We're like, look, that's the only time they're getting a touchdown this game. Like, let's get everything together, let's lock everything in, and let's keep going on from out here because and we thought that the game was going to be on us defensively. We thought we lived into a few points, we can win this game. And I think after that, we kind of got ourselves together. But obviously, wasn't the greatest outcome for us. But, man, I think defensively we played really hard.
Yeah, a lot of people would have imagined that this game was going to be a shootout because it really was a defensive battle. The scoreboard really doesn't indicate that. How much did that put a chip on your shoulder when it's like, oh man, this is going to be back and forth, high scoring, obviously being a defensive team?
Yeah, so I think when it's a defensive game, just me and my weird mind is kind of like, man, like this is kind of exciting because you can, rack up some stats, get out there and keep playing. Like sometimes when you have a great offense like we do, you kind of sit on the sound like, dang, like I'm kind of getting bored over here. Like I want to get out there and make some plays. But when it's a defensive game, you get excited. You like, damn, I can get some tackles. I can, get all over the field. And you kind of get a little excited. So when you get like defensive game, the crowd's going to be into it and everybody's going to be loving that.
this is an emotional game. You feel like it'll be easy to get back up for next week?
Oh yeah, I think, the guys that we have in that locker room, the conversations we just had, after that loss, we got some great guys now that are going to lead us. And some of those conversations there, we're not putting our head down. We're moving on to the next game, and we're going out there to, win every game.
Tyler, this game was hyped a lot, this week. People talk about it as maybe the biggest game on campus in decades. And what was the atmosphere like? What was the energy like around campus, in the crowd today going out? I mean, what was it like to play in a game like that?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was crazy. I think before the game, somebody told us there was like 9,000 students there. I don't know what our attendance is at Tulane, but I know that's probably more than half the school that was probably at the game. So I mean, that was awesome to have our students there. I mean, kudos to them for coming out supporting us. But that crowd out there, it's awesome to feel that energy. To feel like a full packed stadium out there. Just knowing Ole Miss is getting energy, Tulane is getting energy, and just going back and forth, and it just kind of it gives you a tingling sensation inside before that game.
Speaking of stats, you were a leading tackler today. How did taking classes last semester in the spring help you for this game?
As in taking classes.
And being on the roster last spring.
Oh, okay.
Early enrollee. Had an early enrollee.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah. No, I think being an early enrollee is good because you can learn the defense very fast. Everybody, I think, from last year's defense to me coming in, we all got the same opportunity and the same, time to learn everything. And being in, an early enrollee was good for me. I got to learn it, got to, spend time with the D coordinator, spend time with all these guys and really build the bond. And I think today you kind of saw that bond that we have on defense. It's everybody out there running around with, their heads off, just trying to make a tackle, trying to make a play. And, we're all selfish in our ways to try to make a play. But, man, we play together very well.
You had some battle wounds this week?
Oh, yeah. It's kind of weird. I feel like after a game, if you're not leaving with some marks on you, you weren't probably part of that game. So, when you see something, it was a good game out there.
And just a quick follow-up. When you said, you're confident we have something cooking, is that your positivity, or is that this team specifically after a loss to an SEC team, you're confident that you guys can win out?
No, that's the confidence that we have in our system right now, and with the coaches, the players, everybody in here. It's because I've played college football. This is gonna be my 4th year, and I've been on some teams where after some of these games, there's little conversations going on and some bad ones, but after a game like that, the conversations that we're had in that locker room, man, you can feel the way that we're looking, towards this next game and how we see ourselves, going in this next few games, man. It's good energy, and I'm proud of, everybody that's in that locker room.